Hi guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I can't wait to tell you about all of the movie news that's been going on in the last month, or 10. This video would not be possible without the Toilet Paper Consortium of America, the Toilet Paper Consortium of America. It's lit. So, let's get going. All of the movie news in its entirety. Number 1. Oh no, wait, the intro.
There is a spider! Spider!
Ezra Miller has set records with a super fat mega deal with Disney, starring him not only as the Flash in The Flash, but also across the board. The Flash is set to make a brief cameo in The Little Mermaid, set to have an important part in The Marvels, which is about Captain Marvel going to her little sister's wedding, and set to star as the Flash and Darth Vader's nephew in Star Wars X, Star Wars X name unannounced. Number 2, speaking of The Little Mermaid. Speaking of The Little Mermaid, number 2. We were speaking of The Little Mermaid. Yeah, so that works. Europe, Copenhagen, Denmark, the Nordic countries, if that includes Denmark. Anti-Disney sentiment has reached fever pitch, going so far as to see statistically significant declines in consumption of wider Disney interests across the aerospace and cheese sectors. NATO spokespeople have assured world media that the situation remains stable, and that rumours of border skirmishes between Denmark and Disney are wildly overblown. The situation remains tense, with some Danish factions accusing Disney of staging mortar fire across its border as a pretext for escalation. Number 15. To the surprise and no doubt relief to the Honourable Murdoch family and their kin, Deus, Esius, Tabloidus, Bullus, Fox News has bounced back after its buoyant, bouffant-bearing star, Tucker Carlson, left totally and utterly of his own accord to pursue his passion of plate-spinning theatre. Yes, Fox is back and better than ever with its new host, Combax G57, a combined effort of Apple, DARPA and Raytheon.
If you believed in the worldwide imposition of this republic without ethical concerns, you would advocate for seizing the poles and the equator.
Ha! Combax G57 is very good. I love Combax G57. Very good. I think Combax G57 is very good. That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm not afraid to speak the truth. No matter who it upsets. This video was made possible by the Toilet Paper Consortium of America. The Toilet Paper Consortium of America. It's lit. And now, of course, we've come to the main event. As you know, the Mario film... Mario? Right, Fabio, edit that. Yeah. The Mario film is almost universally hailed as the best film ever made, certainly my favourite film. And no wonder, just some of the writing team include chatbot iterations of Stanley Kubrick, Marie Curie, William Sherman, and Darius II. Directing the film was the United Nations contingent, guided by Mothersphere. Mario is undoubtedly the most brilliant thing I have ever seen, and deserves all of the $17 trillion it has earned. In case you haven't seen it, you disgusting cretin, Mario presents one of the greatest bait and switches in cinema history. And I mean all of cinema. I've seen all of the cinema. I'm very clever. Initially set in a cutesy and compelling in its own right CGI fantasy land, Mario at first presents itself as a basic bitch off-the-shelf Nintendo merch frenzy. But in fact, Nintendo have donated all their profits to Children of Manchuria, and, having accomplished their goals in artistic excellence, committed themselves to the next life. We get an extended, surreal trip through the Mushroom Kingdom that plays just long enough for us to think, this is going to be the whole film. But then, wham! Mario, human Mario, played by Chris Pratt, leaves his idyllic life as a local plumber in an affluent American suburb behind to visit his little brother, played by Charlie Day, seen here. Mario is absolutely appalled to find that yes, Despite his difficulties, his younger brother Luigi is leading a good, clean life. He's carrying on the plumber's trade in an honourable way, but even with a book full of clients, working 50 hours a week and making $30 an hour, Luigi can barely live in Brooklyn, never mind a shithole in Manhattan. Essentially, it is an esoteric and deeply researched study on rent squeezes in American cities in the 1990s. The dramatic linchpin of the story is Luigi contemplating whether he should live with Mario in Mushroom Kingdom, Montana, and earn less, or stay in New York and earn more, but pay more. Crazy. Also, Dennis Hopper plays a toned-down version of Rudy Giuliani, who begins systematically murdering Toad, Mario's grandma, played by Marissa Tomei, doing her agreeable non-personality MILF routine, and the other super mutant teenage turtles, once Chris Pratt and Chadi McDennis start unionizing the 5 boroughs. However, leading efforts to unionize plumbers across New York gets Mario and Luigi in hot water. With both Giuliani and end boss Fred Trump controlling the law enforcement and financial institutes above ground, Mario and Luigi are forced, quite literally, underground. There, in this... Can you see how this corresponds with the game? You see how clever that is? There, in the sewers, they find an underground city, Dequeat, and there's loads of good side characters there, a number of black actors and women, so don't go worrying about any of that. Then, after we've seen plenty of blacks and women, a series of events happen, and Chris Pratt and Charlie Day underplumb Wall Street, collapsing the whole financial sector, plus several choice skyscrapers across Manhattan in what comes across as 1,000 9/11s. My good friend Dead Meat, he's going to have his work cut out. I don't know if he can even count that high. The film artfully concludes fully, but also leaves a hint at a sequel, with Mario and Luigi returning to the surface to claim their lava kingdom. Also, Awkwafina is sensational, and sensational is underlined in the copy I've got in front of me here, as Senator Peach. Wow! What a film! It really made me think and appreciate that I live in America. Quite possibly not just a cinema masterpiece, but a masterpiece of human endeavour. Nintendo banning all merchandise and disbanding in glory, donating all of their proceeds to the children of Manchuria. Just incredible. What a turn. The best film ever made, ladies and gentlemen. Can I also just say, my boy, Charlie Day, you've made me so proud. Started off writing and starring in a sitcom, a very subversive sitcom about narcissism and believing in nothing but yourself, and you've come all the way to this. What an arc. Chris, Charlie, what a guys. What a guys. See you at the Met Gala. Let's help the poor people out. Let's help the poor people out. Because they won't do it themselves, because they're poor. You know the rest. Let's help them out. Even if they don't deserve it. Thanks so much for watching. Charlie, this is for you. Wow! Smash that like button like a prison bitch!